Ever wondered why there are times when it's really easy to make a decision and then at other times it isn't? Those times that it's easy to make a decision are when we feel confident, focused, on track, some might even say happy. And then there are those other times. Those times when we get caught up in the push-pull of the decision-making processes and we procrastinate. Do I? Don't I? Do I? Don't I? Do I? More often than not, inevitably, we end up with a don't. Now, why is that? Have you ever stopped to consider who is making your decisions? There are unwritten rules in society that definitely determine and dictate some of our decision-making processes. I get that. What I'm curious about, though, are those other decisions, those times when you do get caught up in the procrastination. Who's making your decisions then? Is it your conscious mind, or is it your unconscious inner ruler ruling the roost? I'd like you to just stop for a moment and think about this. How do you make your decisions? What are they based on? Fact or fear? Reality or illusion? I'm going to share with you 2 examples of decision-based self-talk. The first example goes like this. I want to play ukulele. I have always wanted to play ukulele. I reckon it'd be fun to play ukulele, says the conscious mind. Who do you think you are? Says the unconscious voice of resistance. You haven't got a musical bone in your body. What a stupid idea. And the conscious mind's response? I've always wanted to play ukulele. The unconscious voice of resistance swings in with, what a diabolical disaster that'd be. It'll be just like all those other things that you suck at, you never finish, and you're just no good at. Give it up now and save yourself the bother. And the conscious mind's response? What was I thinking? What a stupid idea. I haven't got a musical bone in my body. I don't know where that came from. Best give that up. Yeah? Second example. I want to play ukulele. I've always wanted to play ukulele. I reckon it'd be fun to play ukulele, says the conscious mind. What a stupid idea, says the unconscious voice of resistance. You haven't got a musical bone in your body. Well, maybe I have, and maybe I haven't, says the conscious mind assertively. I've always wanted to play ukulele, and I think it's time for me to find out how to play. Now, how could I do that? I could ring the School of Music, put a post up on Facebook. I could probably even search YouTube and find some lessons. Because one way or another, I want to play ukulele and I'm going to learn. Now, what's the difference between those 2 examples? Pretty obvious. In the second example, we don't go onto the battlefield with the unconscious voice of resistance, do we? In fact, the conscious mind dominates, dictates, takes control and takes action because it can. Now, some people are natural decision makers, and I get that. That might even be you. Chances are you grew up with this decisive mindset, or you may have learned somewhere along the line how to develop this decisive mindset. I didn't grow up with a decisive mindset, but I've certainly learned how to develop one. Reason being, this will shock you, 8 years ago, my inability to make good decisions was so bad that I spiralled into panic attacks. I lived in constant fear, playing out war games in my head. Talk about paralysis by analysis. I would procrastinate to the point of panic. And all because of the fear of what I thought people would think about me. Until I learned about the power of permission and the magic of maybe. I taught myself to say things like, I'm not allowed to make a good decision. I'm a grown-up. Maybe it'll be a good decision, maybe it won't. There's only one way I'll find out, that's to make the damn decision. Now, you can learn this too. If you play with procrastination, I'm here to give you the vaccination for procrastination. And I know you all want it. The beautiful thing is, it's easy, it's straightforward. You see, permission is the ignition for change. So whether you like it or not, I'm going to give you this vaccination today. There are 5 simple steps that if you follow, you can get yourself out of that rut of procrastination and panic. The first step is give yourself permission to change. The second step, get really specific about what you want to change. The third step, identify something you can do to create the change you're seeking. The fourth step, take action. Even if it's small steps, take action. And the fifth step, rinse and repeat. Move on to your next decision. I told you it was straightforward, didn't I? There's this beautiful old saying that we teach what we most need to learn. Well, that's why I teach this. That's why I actually designed the whole bloody strategy and why I continue to teach it today. So I want to give this to you now in a way that it's going to land and make sense. So if you're up for it, I want you to stop now and think about something, just one thing, that you would like to change in your life. Thinking hat's on. Just one thing. I'll give you 10 seconds. I'm good at counting. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One thing. Has everyone got one thing? Now I'll take you through the steps. Give yourself permission to change. Step 1. Step 2. Get really specific about what it is that you want to change. Step 3. Identify something you can do to make that change happen. Step 4, take action, even if it's small steps. Small steps are better than no steps. Take action. And step 5, rinse, move on to your next decision and repeat the cycle. It's not rocket science. The way to create effective and sustainable change is to give yourself permission to do so and to then take action. Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change that you want to see in the world. I say, give yourself permission to be the change you want to see in the world. Go forth, decision makers. Take this vaccination for procrastination and give yourself permission to be the change you want to see in the world. Because you can. Thank you.